It's not about staying woke or politically correct. It's about feeding your mind the truth to keep your life in check. It's not about keeping up with the trends of the Kardashians. Don't gotta have the latest devices or what's poppin' fashions. The truth from all this will set us free so you can live your life in the glory of God. Spiritually in tuned, not politically correct. In tune with the soul's salvation.
And so, as we begin, I want you to get out your devices, whatever you use, to look words up. And I want you to look up the word worldly. I'll give you like 10 seconds to get that done. I'm patient. You know what I'm saying? I know how to. I would like to give you the first example sentence for the first definition for worldly. It says she was much more worldly than Nora and dismissed the slur. So, for all of you people who automatically think that the first definition for worldly is of or concerned with material values or ordinary life rather than a spiritual existence, you are wrong.
That's Worldly Ministries podcast, stepping into the Virtual Synagogue.
The only podcast that you're going to get that's going to feed your soul with truth to set you free. But probably not before it makes you mad. Why? Because the truth hurts. That's why. Beware, because once you hear the truth, that's where accountability sets in. You see, because once words tug at your heart and at your mind, it becomes your responsibility to figure out what is true and what isn't. Learn how to use credible sources. Learn the definition of words. Simple words like worldly. When I was growing up, we would go to the library and reference different books, even stuff like the encyclopedia, the atlases, the thesauruses, and now we turn to Google just from the touch of a button on our phones. But here's the thing. Every question that we have about any subject that you can think of, possibly ever think of, the answer is in one book. No. I mean, can be referenced back. Can be referenced back to one. Okay, so allow me to properly introduce my co-host. Always ready to keep me in check.
Squeeze me. I choose to stay anonymous.
Oh, wow, really? That's what we do. And so tell me, why are you staying anonymous right now? But we're gonna iron that out. But why are you staying anonymous for the show?
I'll tell you like this right here. I don't have time for people to take what I say on this platform and twist and misconstrue my words.
Real talk, you sound scared, okay?
So for everyone listening,
I always say this, as long as you can back up what you're saying, never be ashamed to say it with your whole face, your whole name, your handle, whatever it is, whatever it may be. Don't be scared. You can't be scared.
And I ain't got time.
Well, be that as it may, our lovely anonymous co-host who wants to stay anonymous for now. Why don't you tell us what is your position on this platform?
Oh, well, that's easy. See, I do what you can't, and I say
we
what you
definitely
ain't.
don't want any toxic energy.
Toxic?
Okay, I'm just saying, we don't need any of.
No, you're right. And truth be told, I just bring another viewpoint.
So
to the
basically,
platform.
you bring a viewpoint to the platform because Minister Speaks does not speak on viewpoints or feelings, just straight facts.
There you go, acting like everything you say is 100%.
That's not
true.
it
And
at all. Listen, that is not it.
I'm sorry. It just does not work like that.
No, it's okay. You don't have to be sorry because here's the thing. First of all, I appreciate the point of view. Flat out. But here's the thing. Anyone who knows me know that all I do is preach the gospel.
Because many people don't.
And I don't even like to say preach. I'm more humble than that. All I do is minister the gospel, and anything that I say can be backed up. Everything that I say can be backed up.
So
period.
But for me, it's not about feelings. It's not about how I feel. It's not about what I think. It's not about what I believe. It's all about facts.
Right,
Facts.
right,
Facts.
right. That's true, though. I'll have to give you that. It's been a lot of things that you have said that made me double back because I just couldn't believe it. I had to double back to that Bible, okay? And most of the time, I'm led to other books, okay? But everything that you said has turned out to be
I
true so
appreciate
far.
that. But that's exactly what makes me worldly. The worldly minister for worldly ministries. Experienced and sophisticated. Worldly.
And so while you ministering the gospel and speaking facts, I'll be fact checking because my point of views be accurate
No, no,
sometimes,
no,
most
no.
sometimes,
They
maybe.
really, really, really don't.
See,
So
you
if I
ain't
haven't
right.
said it already, thank you so much for tuning in to the faith-based, spiritually in tuned podcast for Worldly Ministries, the Virtual Synagogue.
And thank you
Oh,
for
no
having
doubt.
me. Thank you for having
Oh,
me
for
up
sure,
in
no
here
doubt.
with
Thank
you.
you
I
for being
really
here with us.
appreciate it.
It's
It's
been a
been
long time coming.
a
Yes, it
long
has.
time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Too long, in
Right.
fact. Matter of fact, let me ask you, what took you so long to get to this point right
Okay.
here? Because I've been on this journey with you since literally day
A1 since
one.
day
So,
one.
what took you so long to get to this point? Everyone has been asking for you to get on the podcast, speak your spit, and it's taken what? How many years
Well,
now?
let's just say it's taken all my life to get to this point right
Don't
here.
say that. You know what I mean? Like ever since you started it, like since the beginning of the start, which I think was
Three,
about
4 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago. So what took you so long to get to
That's
this
a good
point?
question, but and it doesn't have a really simple answer. I would try to make it very simple. Um, I had to work on me first. I had to deal with me. So I was out there trying to feed my soul with all the wrong things. And I had to figure out what was the right thing to feed my soul out with.
So you was chasing
I
happiness.
was.
Just say that.
I
You was
was.
chasing happiness, right? It must have been some
Well, I
guy
was
involved.
definitely chasing happiness in the wrong place. And this journey for me started really about 3 to 4 years ago. I've been, I was raised in the church, Seventh Day Adventist. I was raised as a Seventh Day Adventist, and I walked away from the church before I was 16 years old, which was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life. But the past 3 to 4 years kind of was an awakening to me walking away from that church. Like I said, trying to feed my soul in all the wrong places, trying to find happiness in all the dark places. It was terrible. It's been terrible, and I don't want to get too much into it without a real focus on the conversation. But it's like I can't get up and speak my spit to other people when I'm living the opposite of what I'm speaking. So that's what took me so long to get to this point.
Got you. Because you've been speaking this spit since day one, since you was in grade school. But what you're saying is you had to practice what you preach before you can speak the
In
spit
that
to the
order.
public.
And now I look back on those things that I was going through, and I tell you what, nobody can make me feel bad about my past because it's what's got me here. You hear me? Those I sinned with will never let me live down that path. I had to forgive myself, and now because I have forgiven myself, I am not someone who is ashamed of my past. I'm actually very, very proud of it. I know I made a lot of mistakes, but in turn, they were my life lessons. Boom.
So,
It's like that.
and so now we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, what's the point?
Okay.
What is
I can do
your
that.
purpose? Because I know you say you found your purpose. So what is your purpose? What is the purpose of Worldly Ministries? What is the purpose of Virtual Synagogue? Why are we here with you right now? Well, okay, so give me some truth, just real quick. What's up? Mm, wow, okay. Mm-mm. Wow. Mm, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Check that out. Right, right. Mm-mm. Tragic. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Preach. Preach. Yes.
Worldly Ministries with Minister Speaks.
Spirituality, individualism. That's the beginning. That's where it starts. That's in a
One
nutshell.
small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Right. Right. So basically, the topic is what is your purpose? Which we got that. You are here to minister the gospel. You're here to speak the truth about everything. And now, on to the Virtual Synagogue? How does that
The
connect?
Virtual Synagogue allows me to minister the gospel to a wide range of people from all across the globe. It's your church at home. So the official website, MinisteresSpeaks.wordpress.com, is under construction now. And it's everything in one spot. You have your biblically in tune sermons, choir on demand, kids, youth services, outreach services for people in various circumstances, and so much more. We got the prayer warriors, free counseling for ages 10 and up, and the list goes on. I mean, I found my purpose. It's doing what I love to do from the comfort of my own home. Glory be unto him. Amen.
Amen. You have a lot going on just one website. So, and you say you're the only person who's constructing the website right now?
Yes, I am the only one who is constructing the website as for right now. I've been working on it for the past 3 months. I thought I would be able to get it done on a weekend, but I'm seeing that it might just take about 6 months in total. So for everyone listening, I encourage you to stay in tune with my church at home, the Virtual Synagogue Worldly Ministries, so we can get updated on when that website will be completed. And with that being said, drop the beat so we can wrap it up.
Oh no, is it that time already?
Why, yes, it is, darling. Until next time.